What's up, you guys? Sarath here. I read a story the other day about a self made billionaire who committed suicide because he lost one fourth of his wealth, even though he was still worth $9 billion and ranked among the top 100 richest people in the world. I thought, what a waste. You've been so successful and made so much money working hard over many decades, and you still think you're a failure? Why? It does not make any sense. We all put in so much effort and sacrifice so much to achieve our goals because we think it'll make us happy. Why bother at all if it doesn't make us happy? There surely must be more to this than meets the eye. I thought it's really important to figure this out. Everything depends upon this. So I started researching questions like, why do some of us react as if everything is lost when we lose some money but others don't? What are we really after when we are seeking money? I learned something very interesting which I thought I'll share in this video. Hello and welcome to Mantravadis. I'm Sarath Mantravadi. I make videos about personal finance and investing. So if you want to learn about savings, investing, what's happening in the stock market and the crazy world of cryptocurrencies, and ultimately how to achieve financial freedom and be free of all money related insecurities, consider subscribing to Mantravadis and make sure to hit the like button. Make sure it turns blue. Understanding why you're seeking wealth increases the odds of reaching whatever your financial goal is. Understanding others' motivation for wealth will help you predict their behavior and decide your own course of action. When you know where you're going and why, you'll get there faster. Adolf Merkel, the richest guy in Germany in 2007, worth over 12 billion, killed himself because he lost 3.5 billion on a bad bet during the 2008 financial crisis. He was still worth 9 billion, but he thought he was a loser for making that bet and committed suicide by walking in front of a moving train on a cold winter night. Another billionaire, Chuck Feeney, gave away more money during his lifetime than any other person in the history of mankind and is currently living on a retirement fund of about $2 million. That's million with an M. Why such a contrast in their attitude towards money? The answer lies in what money means for them. Let us see why they did what they did. We seek wealth for multiple reasons. Wealth makes us feel significant. We all want to feel worthy, important, unique, or needed. Money also provides us with a feeling of certainty and security. Some of us want money because we want to contribute. You might want to do things for others in a way you've never been able to do before. Our motivations could be more complex, and we might want money for more than one of these reasons, or maybe all of the above. If we get underneath what you're really after, it's not money at all. What you're really after is what you think money is going to give you. Ultimately, it's a set of feelings. And beneath those feelings are needs. Here are the 6 reasons why we seek wealth, the 6 basic needs that money helps us meet. Need number 1, certainty or comfort. We all need to feel safe and certain, to know what's going to happen in future. This comes from our need to feel comfortable and be free from stress physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's a survival mechanism. In a way, all of investing revolves around your need for certainty. You can rank all of the investment options on a risk spectrum, with cash being the least risky or most certain, and emerging market equities being the most risky. There are other risks associated with cash like inflation, but in this context, we are talking about the certainty of getting your money back, both return on investments and return off investments. When everyone is willing to take risk, the compensation you receive in terms of the rate of return for the risk you take will come down. This is why asset prices are so high these days. Need number 2, uncertainty. Another human need which opposes the first one is the need for variety and uncertainty. While we want certainty, we also crave change and excitement, as that makes us feel alive and engaged. Too much uncertainty, however, will bring us fear, while not enough will cause boredom. The world of finance has been trying to associate itself with trustworthiness, strength, and maturity. This is the reason why many of the finance company logos use blue. Blue elicits trust and calms us. In 2009, blue lights were installed at the end of platforms on Tokyo's Yamanote railway station to reduce the instance of suicide. As a result, suicides fell by 74% at stations where the blue lights were installed. Blue is also the favorite color around the world, including the US of A. Need number 3, significance. The third need is significance, a basic human need to feel important, unique, or needed. We want our life and our work to have meaning, importance, and significance. We meet this need in many different ways. Some collect academic degrees, distinguishing themselves with a master's or a PhD degree. Some do it by building a giant social media following. Some go on reality TV, and some others get tattoos. Some people feel significant when they make billions of dollars. Adolf Merkel's worth 12.8 billion was Germany's richest man and the world's 94th richest in 2007 according to Forbes. He owned the largest pharmaceutical company in Europe and had a controlling stake in Germany's biggest cement maker, Heidelberg. In case you're wondering, that's German for please hit the like button. Please do if you're getting value out of it. Thank you. His conglomerate had combined revenues of 40 billion and had 100,000 employees. A wrong bet on Volkswagen and a need for bank financing to pay off a loan during 2008 when banks were not lending caused his net worth to reduce by about 3.6 billion. He was still worth 9.2 billion and was still ranked among the top 5 richest people in Germany, but that did not stop him from believing that he failed his family and walking in front of a moving train on a very cold night. In a tragic irony, his family discovered only a few days later that the loans he applied for had come through and his companies were saved. Merkel's identity was tied to money. He got his significance from his first rank on the Forbes list of richest people. He could not bear the loss of his status as the richest man in Germany and felt like a failure, even though he was personally worth over $9 billion. $9 billion is a lot of money. Just for perspective, if you make $1 million a year, it'll take 1,000 years to earn $1 billion. If you make $135,000 a year, the average MBA pay in US, it takes 7,407 years to make $1 billion without even considering taxes. It's dangerous to make money the source of your significance for 2 reasons. First, wealth comes and goes, or at least moves up and down all the time. Second, it will make you feel very small when you inevitably compare yourself with the likes of Jeff Bezos, who's worth 191 billion, or Elon Musk, who's worth 166 billion. Need number 4, love and connection. The 4th basic need is love and connection. They say when we love completely, we feel alive. I haven't experienced it, or at least not recognized it if I did, and I'm very much looking forward to experiencing that. You can get this sense of that connection or love through intimacy, friendship, or prayer, or walking in nature, or even by getting a dog. But if you want to earn money so that you can get love or connection, it might or might not work out all the time. Need number 5, growth. None of us have a perfect understanding of the world we live in. Our mental models are only an approximation of the world, and very often we don't have enough of them in our repertoire. As our understanding increases, we must be willing to adapt and change if we are to learn and grow and lead the life we want to. When we resist the growth or feel threatened by new information, we filter out evidence that may clash with our current opinions, intentionally or not, keeping us safe in our ignorance. We end up being right at the cost of being correct. That will totally kill your personal and professional development. Using your money to grow personally and professionally, either by starting a risky venture or by paying for education and knowledge, is a great use of money and a great reason to earn money. Need 6, contribution. The 6th human need is the desire to make a difference and to contribute to the greater good. This is the need to help, serve, and support someone or something bigger than ourselves in a meaningful way. Chuck Feeney, 89, co-founded airport retailer Duty Free Shoppers with Robert Miller in 1960. He lived like a monk, very frugal, even though he amassed billions. As a philanthropist, he pioneered the idea of giving while living, which is about spending most of your fortune on big hands-on charity bets instead of funding a foundation upon death. He is a billionaire who wanted to die broke. On September 14, 2020, Feeney completed his 4-decade mission and signed the documents to close down the Atlantic Philanthropies, his foundation. The ceremony, which happened over Zoom with Atlantic Philanthropies board, included video messages from Bill Gates and former California Governor Jerry Brown. Speaker of House Nancy Pelosi sent an official letter from the US Congress thanking Feeney for his work. Over the last 4 decades, Feeney donated more than $8 billion to charities, universities, and foundations worldwide through his foundation. He had set aside about $2 million for his and his wife's retirement. In other words, he gave away 375,000% more money than his current net worth. And he gave it away anonymously. While many wealthy philanthropists enlist an army of publicists to trumpet their donations, Feeney went to great lengths to keep his gifts secret. Because of his secretive philanthropic campaign, Forbes called him the James Bond of philanthropy. Chuck was a cornerstone in terms of inspiration for the Giving Pledge. Giving Pledge, which Bill Gates and Warren Buffett launched in 2010, is a campaign to convince the world's wealthiest to give away at least half of their fortunes before their deaths. Today, the Giving Pledge includes 220, at last count, of world's wealthiest individuals, couples, and families, ranging in age from 30 years to 90 years from 25 different countries. In summary, when you're pursuing money, don't forget why you're pursuing it. You're trying to meet some emotional and psychological desire. Underneath those emotions are needs that must be fulfilled for your life to be extraordinary. Also, I would love to know what kind of videos you would like me to make. How can I help? Leave your feedback, questions, concerns, thoughts, experiences, or anything else at all in the comment section below. Thank you very much.